Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. Hello, YouTube. Luigi here. What are we looking at? I mean, you have to live on some other planet not to know what this painting is. This is, of course, Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, which to this day hangs in the Louvre. It was painted somewhere between 1503 and 1506, and the Mona is supposed to be the daughter of a rich patron of Leonardo's. Some say the real genius of the painting is not the Mona, but rather the landscape. That's interesting. Everyone to their own opinions. The French call her La Gioconda. The Italians call her La Gioconda. Both words mean happy or jovial, and they say that because of her smile, this world-famous Mona Lisa smile. Okay. Now, in Europe around World War I, an art movement sort of grew up out of nowhere called Dadaism, D-A-D-I-S-M. Members who adhered to this particular philosophy of art were called Dadists. They were reactionaries. They were reacting to the insanity of World War I. Actually, many of them committed suicide. The utter insanity of trench warfare, men climbing out of trenches in frontal assaults, marching blindly into German machine gun nests. The slaughter was dreadful. And it was called the war to end all wars. Boy, that's just so strange to think about. Anyway, this group of Dadists who were, reacting to an insane world became insane themselves. They did insane things. They were into shock value. They were into irreverence. They were into taking the sacred and making it profane. And one of these artists was Marcel Duchamp, who took this sacred cow, the Mona Lisa, and turned it into this. He put a pencil wax mustache on her and a goatee. And on the bottom, he writes the letters L-H-O-O-Q. The mustache and the goatee might have been paying homage to contemporary surrealist artist Salvador Dali. But the L-H-O-O-Q, and you might have seen this 100 times, sometimes this is stenciled up here on her hands. The L-H-O-O-Q, even Wikipedia has a page about this. If you say the letters in French, L-H-O-Q, L-H-O-Q, translates in French, she has a hot ass. Marcel Duchamp himself loosely translated L-H-O-O-Q as, quote, there is a fire down below. And that's what they were about. Nothing was sacred. Long before there was an Andrew Dice Clay or a Lenny Bruce or a Howard Stern, these people were into shock value. And only if you knew what this means, and if you're French, you could probably figure it out, would you understand how irreverent a shot at the Mona Lisa this really is. Now, Marcel Duchamp, just to drive a point home here, this is one of his sculptures called Fountain. And you can see it's a urinal. So this is how they were. The whole movement was like this. But later, as they eventually grew out of this, many of them became great artists doing other work as they lived on and on for decades and decades more. Now, just because Duchamp did it first doesn't mean he was the only one who took a shot at Mona Lisa. When you are this famous, when you are this big an icon, this sacred in the world of Renaissance painting, everyone is going to take a shot at you. Here's Mona Lisa smoking a joint. Here's Mona Lisa, Muscle Man Steroid Mona Lisa. Here's the Mona as Supergirl. I like this one. Here's Mona as steampunk gothic bitch. And here's busty bombshell Mona Lisa. And you can see the word La Gioconda down here. So there you go. When you get big and famous, you become a target, and everybody wants to throw a dart at you, or even a grenade. So here we are. We're going to end on this piece, the original, this beautiful masterpiece by Leonardo da Vinci. All right, everybody. I thought you might want to know. Take good care. I love you all. God bless you. Bye-bye.